So if you've been following Through2Eyes, you know that this summer we are going on the Through2Eyes Indiana Summer Tour. And the first stop was Richmond, Indiana. But I didn't want to take the interstate. I wanted to go the old-fashioned way, the old national road. So follow me along and see what I've been up to. And today we are headed to Richmond, Indiana. And I couldn't be more excited. This is stop one on Through2Eyes Indiana Summer Tour. I could take I-70, right? It says about an hour from downtown to Richmond from I-70, but I'm gonna take the old national road. You guys know I'm kind of not obsessed, but infatuated. Maybe those are synonyms. But I just truly love the old national road just because of the significance of it. And thank you, Richmond, Indiana. Let's go! Can't thank the city of Richmond for hosting me enough. As soon as I got to town, the first place that they took me was to see the Madonna of the Old National Trail. I didn't even know these existed, but check it out. We're in Richmond, Indiana. It's the start of the Through2Eyes Indiana Summer Tour. This is also the start of the Old National Road here in Indiana. We're in Richmond. We're one of the 12 Madonnas of the trail since. There are only 12 of these, like I said, from Cumberland, Maryland to Upland, California. Welcome to Richmond. From there, we went to the Wayne County Historical Museum, where I got to see how people used to travel across the trail and see how they were moving. I learned that those covered wagons that you see in all those old pictures weighed up to 6,000 pounds, and that you could load up to another 3,500 in the back of that thing. And no, you didn't ride on the wagon. You walked beside it, and you could only go about 10 miles a day. Just look how big this covered wagon is. Let's fast forward, like, I don't know, maybe 100, 150 years, and see how people would have been traveling across the Old National Trail during the early 1900s. Right now, we're in the Wayne County Historical Museum. I'm sitting in a 1920 Pilot that was built here in Richmond, Indiana. I'm kind of cramped in this thing. Yeah, the size of an average male in 1900 was 5'4". The height of the average woman was 4'8". So the cars reflect the size of the little people. I'm no giant guy, but I don't think this car was built for me. So check this out. Also in the Wayne County Historical Museum, there is one of the 2 mummies that are in the state of Indiana. This mummy is so old. I mean, it's a mummy. This is just 3 generations after the Exodus of Moses.
Carvings from the foot. So I gotta do that this week. So anyway, this is 3,000 years old. What's really interesting is our mummy is just not a mummy. It's one of the very last mummies to ever leave Egypt.
This has to be transported with an ambulance or a hearse, because legally you cannot transport a dead body without doing so.
Indiana law.
To be honest, I could have stayed at the Wayne County Historical Museum all day, but I had to keep it moving on a tight schedule, try to see as much as Richmond as I could. So we kept it moving. On to eat, and boy did I need to eat. It was time to go to Firehouse Barbecue and Blues, where I had Tom's Mojo, one of the staples of the menu. First bite, got mac and cheese, barbecue sauce, pulled pork in here, I think. It's good. Like a super grilled cheese. When you come to Richmond, you gotta make sure you eat at Firehouse Barbecue and Blues. You gotta do it. You gotta eat it if you don't. From there, it was time to go to Fountain City. Check out the Levi and Catherine Coffin Home. And man, it really put me back in time. We are here at the Levi Coffin House in Fountain City, Indiana. A major stop on the Underground Railroad. Matter of fact, the Grand Central Station of the Underground Railroad. This room right here, where my feet are, is often where slaves would first enter the coffin home. So you know, you always hear me say, be where your feet are, be where your feet are. Think about whose feet were right here before mine was. gotta wait for the signal, man. Who knows how long you could really be in there?
Yeah.
Just anxious, like.
Oh no doubt.
Like when or what is things gonna turn out good or
Yeah.
bad or what's the
Anytime you
word?
hear noise,
Yeah,
like,
any
is that a
update?
knock at the door? Is
Right.
that someone coming in?
Any updates?
Yeah.
How's it going, man? Wow. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's, I mean, the anxiety level.
Like just in there burning, it's so hot.
Yeah.
So right now we are in the basement of the Levi Coffin House. And they were intuitive enough, they were forward thinking enough to build their house where there could be a freshwater well right here in the basement. So this is still fresh water today. What's crazy is this is the same water that the Coffins are drinking, Coffin family, their friends, and the freedom seekers. You can't be running upstairs, downstairs, all outside to go get water. You're hiding, right? You're hiding fugitives. You're hiding fugitive slaves in the eye of the law. So it's nice you can come downstairs, and if you need a big dip of water, you know, you can do it right here. Such a cool place. So from there, we rode around the town. And I went to historic Centerville, where I got to see the birthplace of Oliver P. Morton, Indiana Civil War governor. A bunch of statues for him in the capital, Indianapolis, where I'm from. And then also I went to Star Jeanette Records. In Richmond, this is a place where a lot of Quakers settled. If you know anything about Quakers, they're very welcoming, open people, just as Star Jeanette Records was. People would record here from all over the country. They'd be told, for example, like Louis Armstrong, he didn't want to record in Chicago. They didn't want to record him because the color of his skin. So they tell him to go down to Richmond, they'll record anybody. And they recorded some of the best musical artists that the world has ever seen, right here in Richmond, Indiana. My brain was being filled with so much history, which I loved, but once again, it was time to fill my gut with some food. So we're wrapping up the tour here in Richmond. I'm a little sheep, but it's nothing too crazy on my plate this time. Nice IPA though, and a barbecue chicken pizza. I guess I'm sticking with the barbecue theme. Great food. Great food. Richmond does not disappoint. No, does not disappoint in the food department. From there, I went to Ullery's Ice Cream, where they make ice cream the old-fashioned way. It is not just that whip it up, 30-second ice cream. They take their time with it. And you can tell when you eat it. Edible cookie dough, Ullery's Ice Cream, dipped in chocolate. I eat cookie dough just straight from the store at Aldi. So I'm glad that this is safe cookie dough for me to eat. It couldn't taste any better. Richmond, Indiana, you outdone yourself. You outdone yourself. Thank you for the hospitality. And that's a wrap here from Richmond. I think. Who knows? I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to the city of Richmond and everyone in the area, everyone in Wayne County, especially my girl Nancy for taking me around that day, having my itinerary lined up with the best stuff. I encourage everyone to go to Richmond. You don't have to just do the stuff that I did. You can do anything. They gave me this awesome book as soon as I touched down into town with all the stuff you can do in beautiful Wayne County, Indiana. Check it out, get a book, go online, and discover Indiana. Know Indiana, grow Indiana. I promise you, you can learn a lot about yourself by learning a lot about Indiana. Thank you, and the next stop on the tour, Franklin, Indiana. I'll be there Friday. See you soon!